Hi guys, welcome to another video. Bags Birdies here at Remedy Oak. Bit dreary out, as you can see. Very grey. Wind is big today. I think we're due 40-mile-an-hour winds. There's promised going to be a lot more quality videos in the spring. Matches, challenges. Might do a food challenge, see how much we can eat on a course. Do our Bonta Sports. But today is about me playing off of these tees. The very forward tees, red tees. Let's see if I can go low. Might as well in winter have a little challenge yourself, challenge your game, and get ready for the spring season. Hope you enjoy. Try and punch in a low 9-iron. That's aching a bit, so we're on a slightly full wedge here. Over to the right. Choked it a little bit, just a tiny little bit. Easy par. Look how beautiful Remedy Oak actually is. Greens are looking very nice, especially for winter. Sun's poking its nose out. Nice easy walk-up par. Yeah, really tight in my back. Don't know how, but feeling good. Haven't had any back issues at all. And then blooming bent down to put my shoes on early this morning, just twang, just something tweaked a bit, so I'll probably be swinging a bit tight today, but we are here. We're playing golf. It's the middle of winter in the UK, which usually means not a lot of courses are open, and it's cold. Obviously I'm in shorts. Why wouldn't I be? Legs don't feel the cold too much myself, as long as the top half's warm. That's why I always wear this gilet. My good friend Jason Harrington bought for me. Look as the sun comes up. The back tee. I am all the way down there. The sun's coming up. I'm a little bit blinded. The wind is heavily into off the right, so let's see if we can bear it right. Back's loosed up a little bit though, which is good. For me, this is the best hole on Remedy Oak for views. Look at the stunning view into the green. You could just about start to see the lake. There's the ball. Quite well down here. Well, it should be. I'm off the reds. Yeah, low bullet though. Yeah, look. Beautiful. Obviously the bunker's a bit washed out. They never come into play anyway. They're so left of the green. And there is the flag, just tight round the corner. 210 yards. Got a 3-wood because you can't feel the wind here, but it is absolutely howling. You see the clouds pulling. They're into and off the right. So I hit a fade, so I'm going to need to take a lot more club. Yep, I think right at the pin. Just faded around the corner, faded a bit too much. Took extra club, punched it. Luckily I bored. Luckily, because it wasn't the best strike. Glorious views in the morning. I think I got quite lucky there because that's only just gone over. There's the ball. Turns out, great shot, miss hit, but lucky I took extra club. Not bad at all. Looking back up the hole, I love this hole. So here we are on the red tee, but I've just zapped and there's the yellow, there's the white and the purple all the way back there. That is 107 yards away. About 1 under over that tree. Way down. Sure, it's a very soft fairway, so it would have stopped immediately. This whopping chestnut in the middle of the fairway when you're off the whites. That is clattering it. Yellows too, for my sort of distance, so I don't hit the ball very far, do I? Bit of a pansy. It's coming though, it's coming. Nice changes. Yeah, off the reds, straight at the top of it by miles, like not even touching the side. So it's glorious out here. Look, blue skies. Oh, clouds absolutely ripping along. Big fairway bunkers. They're snappier, but they're quite easy to hit off. A few grey clouds, but nothing much. There you go. Winter golf. Went an inch rollout. Beautiful hole. Tough green this. So we have got 97 yards, as with everything I do, which is kind of how I've always played, especially with my back and hip issues. Hit lower balls into greens. Lower, little bit more spin, one bounce, stop tends to be. And just a nice chip, all way out on front foot. Oh, I'm absolutely razzing back. Forgot mats. Get a lot more spin off these for some reason. So we've left ourselves in a bit of a predicament here, spinning this back. Big uphill. That's also what helped with the spin. We didn't carry it quite far enough. This would be a very good two-putt because I'm putting up over a ridge and then it's downhill heavy. All about pace control on this one. Oh, that was a good putt. Little bit more pace, rocketing down the hill. Tap in pars. Birdie chance, tap in pars. What we're here for. 179 yards into the wind, off the right. As you can see, the clouds are pulling. The wind is really picking up now. So I think I need to hit a full 7 wood because I'm going to fade. This is one thing which people underestimate. Your shot shape into wind will affect it massively. So I'm going to fade. This is going to be fade naturally into the wind. I'm not going to try and fade it. I'll just hit a fade. It's going to fade into the wind, which is going to take at least 10 yards off of the shot because I'm fading into it. It's just going to kill it. It's going to spin it. So I've got to hit this full. Even though it's 178 yards, I've got to trust the fact that in this cold winter, 195 is kind of what I hit my 7 wood. Yep, just short of the pin, right hand side of the green, just at the front. Did exactly what I expected to. Tough par 3, we take tap-in pars. It is downwind, so I've got a chance. Downwind sometimes just knocks the ball out the air a little bit. So. Absolutely beautiful. Got a bit further left than I thought. Left of the bridge instead of right of it, but that's actually a short carry and it's gone over. A result. Well, as an eagle-eyed viewer might point out, this is no longer a TP5 Pix ball. There's a Bridgestone. It actually went and must have hit the bank and come back, and I can't find it in the drink, so we're taking a drop. Obviously in a competition I typically wouldn't be doing that. Wouldn't be going for that because I'd just go 3 wood headed to the green, but now we're trying to battle. So let's do this. Yeah, nice. Big 7 wood that was, but we're downwind, so had to be done. Disappointed with that, if I'm honest. It's hit the bank just there, and it must have just, instead of it kicking forward, it must have fired up, so it looked like it fired over, and it's rolled back into that, and I can't find it in there. A bit weedy. So somewhere in there. Well, if you want to see a slinging putt, here we go. Heavy, heavy uphill this. This is a slow putt. Fast greens, but this is such a big uphill. As you can see, I'm only quite a lot left here. This is going to swing. Hit it nowhere near hard enough. Swing. Still trying to roll back down there. Oh, that is a terrible putt. Oh, what is that? 1, drop 2, hit 3, 4. This is for par. Read this one properly. A little left to right. Still heavily, heavily uphill. Back pin is a hard pin on this hole. Left to right, just under read it. Weak bogey. Doesn't matter what tee you play off, still at bogeys. Bugger. Right, back to even par. Probably silliest decision was the off the tee. Thinking I could drive that. Well, I did. Went into the up bank, but what's the point? Could have hit 2-3 woods and nailed it. But we have got 275 yards into the centre of this green. I'm just going to bang a driver and try and get as close as possible. It's a short path for this. Let's see what we can do. It's going straight at the green, straight at the flag. About 2 yards left of the flag that was, but wasn't my best swing. That was a choppy one. Back's a bit tight, not releasing the club. That's my game. 20 yards short. 240. Not on a good strike, but come summer, we'll get there. Trolleys this way, near they go. Carry only in winter for me. Straight at it. Perfect distance. That's 7 feet beyond to the side of it. It's unlike me to push it offline, but good connection. Different angle for you here. Yeah, it looks like a little left to righter. Tiniest bit uphill. Tiny bit uphill. Not much. Blue plays foot longer max, maybe half a foot. Just outside left edge. If I start this, I reckon should come back. Oh, just hung on. Just enough pace. Back to 1 under. That pleases me. Back to 1 under. Thought I was going to miss that then, because I actually started it, I think, you probably see better from the footage, but I think I started the left edge instead of outside. It was a little bit soft, but it held its line okay. So, not too bad, not too bad. 1 under. All 18 holes open at Remedy. One of the holes is short on the 14th. They haven't done any drainage work on that, which they will be doing in spring. As you can see, nice and quiet. As exclusive as the club can get. This. There's the putting green. Someone having a little putt. A couple of guys in the driving range in the distance. There's a 10th hole. Course is looking nice. Little bit wet out there, but not too bad. Yeah, 1 under, going well. On to the 7th now, stroking X1. This is a test of NED. It doesn't really make a difference because it's all about the approach shot. So let's see what we can do on here. I'm trying to hit a big old nasty bomb here. Actually, I probably need to change the line, because this is as aggressive a line as I can take. I don't even know if this will go over. We'll soon find out. It should be over the top of those trees, I think. That is massive. That's easily over. Where's my tee? Red tee, where are you? It's calling out red tee. I can't lose my tees. It's gone somewhere. That's why they're rolling nice. Rolling the greens. Love to see it. And that's the pond I had to go over. It's probably plugged in the face of that bank somewhere along here, because that's about my carry distance. Well, I can see it. Where is it? There it is. Plugged right in the face of it. Just carried. Whew. Wind must have knocked it out of the air. So the greenkeeper is rolling. He's just waved me on. I've got 105 yards, but heavily uphill. This is about control, so I'm actually going to hit a pitching wedge, but try and hit this really controlled, nice one. Dog shit. I made it show you the good, the bad and the ugly, and that was as ugly as it gets. Right in my perfect part of my game is wedges, and I probably hit that about 60 yards into the bunker. Horrific. Still, gotta have fun out here, innit? Told you, good, bad and ugly. I'm not one of those people that will just show you all the good, fudge it, and that. I have some shocking rounds, and I have some amazing rounds, but that was as shocking as it gets. In the bunker, look, nowhere near the flag. There you go, look, roll in the green. Beautiful hole, this one. Stroke X1. The long walk into the bunker. This should have been literally the best birdie chance ever, but that is fucking awful. Right, let's play a good bunker shot. Whoever raked this has done a terrible job previously, so I'll sort their rake out. There we go, you naughty sausages. Forget about what's just happened and you make this a good one. 58 degree. Carry wasn't quite there, but contact was good. Maybe didn't quite get through it enough. Rake your bunkers, people. Rake your bunkers. Another thing as well, get out of the bunkers, tap sand off them. Don't walk across green with sand on your feet. It is one of the biggest bugbears of mine, because there's nothing more annoying than coming up to your putt, having a great chance for a birdie, and there's sand all over the green in your line. Really, really grinds my gears.
You know what really grinds my gears? Nobody's come up with a new priest and a rabbi joke in like 30 years. Yeah, a priest and a rabbi go into the supermarket, and the priest wants to buy a ham, and the rabbi says, I can't eat it. Pigs are like superheroes to them.
After a fantastic drive, got a 20-footer for par. I'm a good putter. See what we can do. Look right to left uphill. Oh yeah, that's just rolled the green. That's rolling nice. Tap in bogey. You can play good shots, you can play bad shots. That wedge was a bad shot. Drive was a good shot. This is the drivable par 4. 223 yards off the reds here. But this is straight into wind. Mike's probably covering up this noise, but yeah, this is straight into wind, so I'm gonna have to, it's probably a 245 shot or so, which is everything I've got of a driver in this weather. And I've nutted it straight at the pin. Oh my god. Whew, that really stalled in the wind. Where's the tee gone now? Can't lose another one. There we go. The old red plastics, they last forever, apart from that last one. Let's zoom into that. Just to show, no cheating here, to try and make up after that shocker last. There it is, look. Just landed in the fringe, probably 25 feet short, I reckon. So actually, not quite as short as I thought. 15 feet or so, but it landed just in here. If it had landed on the green, it would have kicked up there, but it's a bit of a slope just up here and up and over. But yeah, it landed in there. Let's have a little look where it landed. It did land very soft. Where's that? Ah, there. Yeah. Look. Just there. It's uphill. Right to left. Nice arse. Into wind, so it's probably gonna Well, it's uphill right in front of me. It's like a couple of feet rise right in front of me, and then goes down. But because it's into wind, it's probably playing like that isn't downhill at the top there. Go on, go on! Wish I didn't leave that eagle putt short. It's pretty close. Son of a gun. Good birdie putt. Concentrate. Back under par we get. Are we under par? What do we do? We're back to even. No, under par, yeah. 3 birdies, 2 bogeys, the rest pars. That's the 8th hole, so we're on to the 9th now. And then we're going to pop in for a nice winter's complimentary soup, being a member at Remedy. Yeah, you get soups here. Stunning tee boxes here. Water running through. Back to the clubhouse on the 9th. Come on. Par 3 is the important one of moving forward on red. You've got to hit a good ball. Doesn't matter what tee you're off. It could be off the purples, could be off the whites, with the yellows, doesn't really matter. You've got to hit a good strike. And that pin is in that position, which I think they put it just over the ridge, which if you land short of it, you roll back away from it, and then you've got to putt up it and downhill. If you land long, you can go quite long. This is all about perfect accuracy here now and distance control. Have we got it? We're just about to find out. So it's 135 yards into wind and cold. A nice 8 iron, I think. 150 shot, because that is a cold, hard wind. All right, come on, routine. Left to right and into. The flag is absolutely whipping. The wind is howling now. So it's going to have to be a strong hit. It's a great strike. Oh, stalling. Stalling heavy. Yeah. That wind is a lot stronger than I thought. I did an 8 iron in summer, probably 150, 155 maybe full. Don't tend to hit shorter irons full a lot. Try to have a bit more control. I'm working the way to this summer of hitting them full, because I can eke out more distance, which I definitely need. Got to lose the mindset of keeping it good and in control. Scores me well, scores me low, but it's not, doesn't shoot me those wow rounds unless loads of putts go in. So, well, wow for me. I obviously want to, I haven't shot under par in a proper round of 18 holes at Remedy yet. I've shot 1 over in 18 holes. But I want to go under par this year, and my aim is the club championships. Am I going to win it? Probably not. There's some quality players here, but my aim would be if I can nail a top 20, maybe even the top 10, that's my target. Well, the sun is out, but yeah, the wind is pulling. No wonder it ended up short. There we go, roll back down the slope. Cannot stay under par. Complimentary soup. So, recap after 9. I'm going to continue. I've got the time we've flown round. There's a 2 ball in front of me. I had the second tee time today. But they are motoring. They were actually, as they were teeing off before 8 anyway, so they were out and gone as I was driving in. Saw them on the first. But yeah, curried parsnip today. Chops and changes all the time. My favourite's mulligatawny that they do. That is lush. But yes, some disappointing holes there. Some silly decisions and some bad strikes and some great holes. Some good putts hold. That last one on the 8th, not the last one, the 8th, sorry. That eagle could have come in handy. The tapping birdie, they would take it, but yeah, that pin on the 9th, stinky pin. Probably not even legal because it's right on the ridge, but it's a place that kind of courses in winter you protect the rest of the green, really, because you've got to. UK weather is relentless. The fact we've even got a dry day today is a miracle. I haven't been out here I don't think, for 2 weeks at Remedy. It's been open quite a bit, been closed as well. They're obviously looking after the course, make sure I don't ruin it for spring. But yeah, it's been open, but I just haven't either wanted to play or been in the area. So yes, right, 10th hole, stroke an X2, but very different hole off the Reds here. I think they're at 145 yards further back, so Reds is a bit of an advantage. Big old toe ball, but whoop, way in the toe. This seems to be like a video of looking for my tees, doesn't it? And I'm not leaving this tee box until I find it. I got it. You can see a little bit of scarring from the drainage work that they've done this summer. This is the one which they did quite late, so it hasn't really had a chance to fill in with grass, but that'll grow in no time. So right, we've got 122 yards, downwind, but that's going to knock it out the air. It's massive off the right as well. So actually, got to hit it. You guys didn't want to watch that, did you? Landed on top of that knob that I did and it screwed back. Son of a bitch. The stunning 11th. 148 yards, but as you can see, the flag is bending. The wind is howling now. So that is into, off the right. I think I'm going to need to absolutely send a 7-iron on this, because I think this is just going to stall like crazy. Bit of grass on the old ball. The old ball ski. Get off. Did the old hockey slap that I used to. Didn't compress it, lifted it, but a couple of yards short of pin eye. Not the best, but a good outcome. Birdie putt. UK golf, spring to autumn, winter. Beautiful, beautiful all around. Uphill putt, right to left, wind right to left. I'm going to play it the normal putt. If the wind stops gusting, it won't take it. Oh, yeah, the greens where they haven't been rolled, these ones are a bit slow. They've been mowed. Yeah, but the ones that haven't been rolled, it's a slow putt that though, it's a long uphill. Tapping pars on the 11th hole, can't even hold it. Wait! 265 yards. Into off the right. Can't be sending a full fade up in the air to that. 46 yards. Paul Fuller, you'll like this one. Like we're playing at Ferndown Forest, chip into the pin for the putting on the old Trackmans. See if we can nail this one. Nice. 6 feet, 5 feet. Let's go and make a putt. Right, 8-footer. Oh, whoa. Wind is belting now. I'll tell you what, the next couple of holes are going to play tough. Right, I've removed the flag because I usually keep the flag out, but I've been leaving it in for you guys so you see it a bit better. Let me know what you prefer. Do you prefer the vision of it being there or not? But we've got a pretty good chance here. 8-foot putt. Pretty straight. dead straight as an arrow. Centre cut bird. Cool, we're having some birds. Might play with these reds more often. Just maybe not take drivers on certain holes. Silly Billy. 138 yards into wind, but don't really want to go long at this flag. You ideally want an uphill putt. So I'm going to punch an 8-iron, same as I did on the 9th, and if I land short, I'm fine with that. Yep, a little bit necky, middle of the green. If I'd have caught that nice, it'd have been mustard. Hats off to the greenkeepers, they are running lovely. Middle of January, a testament to the Remedy Oak staff here. Greenkeepers work amazingly up here. Always working, always improving. The management team is on it, newsletters coming out all the time telling you what the plans are. So key. If members are happy and informed, even if work's going on, they don't mind. Right, pull the shorts down. Don't want any ball bags hanging out there. Although probably in this cold, not. They're more inverted. Little mushroom and a ball. Right, big right to left. Heavy uphill and into wind. So distance control on this is key. All about distance control. Yep. Little tapper-rooney. Tap her in. Walk off par. Take it. 1 under it up to here. Not playing my best. As I said, putting on my shoes before tweaked the lower back muscle. Probably because I haven't been out on the course, been working a lot. Not really moving a lot while the weather's been horrific recently. But it's great to be out. Love being out on course. Solo round today. No one's with me, just wanted to come out, have a swing. Whether I played 9, whether I played 13 and walked in, whether I played the full round, I wasn't bothered. I'm feeling good, it's dry, the sun's kind of out. Very, very windy. Probably, well, the mics will be hiding that, but as you can see from a few of the flags, that they are bending and my camera's fallen over quite a few times. Luckily not broke anything, no DJI receiver ruined off the camera as it fell. So we're now on to the 14th, but the 14th hasn't had any drainage work done on the fairway. So because we've had so much rain recently, what they've done is they've shut the fairway, turned it into a par 3, so you can still hit into the green. Greens are fine. It's just the fairway's wet where there's been no drainage in it at all. And after that deluge, but this is the difference on this hole. It's a savage hole. Purples all the way back there. Whites, yellows, reds. That is a 250 yard carry from there all the way up the hole to the fairway. Brutal hole. Although quite a lot of the time it's downwind. I think it's stroking X 3 or 4 anyway, so it's a hard hole. It's all based off the purples obviously. But today, par 3. So we'll be playing it as a par 3. I think they've built a temporary mat down in the fairway to hit off. I haven't played it since they've done it. I've been up here for a couple of weeks. Yeah, tricky green this. Long hole, tricky green. And yeah, a lot of complex in this. If you're on the, it's sectioned into 3 big sections. And if you're on the wrong section, you're putting uphill, downhill from any of the sections here. Toughy, but let's go. Yeah, so here we are. Walk down the cart path, 14th tee this way. So they've turned it into a par 3. Beautiful green through the trees. Beautiful. Built a temporary box. And nice. So as you can see, look now. It's that. It is about 140 odd yards, maybe a touch more. But let's see. I'll just measure it in a sec. Yeah, 143 yards. That's not quite level, ball just above the feet slightly, but howling into the wind off the right. So I'm gonna, it's a chippy 7-iron. and hopefully this works out well. Yeah, nice. Just to the left of the pin. Woo! Windy! There's my ball just to the left of the pin. Unorthodox shots, but when it's this windy, that's what you got to do. It is absolutely howling down there at the minute. So we're going to walk back across to the path, not walk down the fairway. I'm not here to cause any damage on anything. Don't even care if it's a bit longer. In case you want to cut your round off a little bit short, you take a couple of holes out, cut through to there. There's the 17th, all the way through the trees. I do love pine trees, big tall pine trees. They are everywhere here. They'll thicken up in the summer. Ooh. Oh. For an uphill putt, I'll go and repair my pitch mark over there in a second. Actually, nearly forgot about that. That's very unlike me. Oh. This is pretty straight, maybe just coming off the right, but the wind is off the left. Don't know whether it'll hold it or not. I'll play for the slope and hopefully the wind doesn't affect it. Uphill putt, good chance. Good. It was, the read was right. The wind did hold it though. Was holding it nicely, so yes, buddy. Right, so tees on the 15th, 2 under, come on. Back purples, purples, whites, yellows, just up ahead, and reds all the way at the end of my finger there. Woo, hello, hello. Right, 15th hole, par 5, 420 yards it says. It's obviously off the fronts. So where I'm hitting today is probably where all the big boys hit off the purples. Makes me feel strong. But yeah, this is absolutely howling into now. I mean, howling into. So, and off the left. So I've got to absolutely nuke this. Yeah, nice. I've even been there in summer off the whites before. That's how strong this wind is. This is absolute, and I've nutted that. Nice low one, penetrating flight round the corner. Howling. I might be able to go for it in 2, I don't know. Well, I definitely will be able to go for it in 2. It's whether I do or not. Depends what the lie is, depends what the wind is. Obviously I'm going to be off a mat, but it's the ball's below the feet and it is howling now. So if I don't fancy it, I'll lay up and try and stiff a wedge. But the likely is I'm probably going for this. Let's see. You're just about to find out. Well, the good news is I've just hit possibly the best 3-wood that I've ever hit into wind. Into wind, howling off the left. I had to aim over the water. Hit from here off the mat. Just so you know, I'm not cheating. I thought I pressed play, but bloody didn't. Whoa, howling wind. The ball is up there. Irritating that I didn't get that on camera. Cool. Love this hole. So beautiful, especially when the sun's out. Look, lovely pond. Pretty high up at the minute, actually. Actually, they haven't defined the edge as much. It is up. Look, I'm going to walk up here so you can see the pitch mark. 3-wood, way into wind. Oh my God, it's left a crater, so you can see it. Look. There it is, look, proper divot. Left, look, that's mine. There's the ball. There's the hole. And that is where I hit from. Hello. It is blowing a hoolie. I'm struggling to keep the camera actually standing up at the minute, so let's see if we can keep it on this one. Let's take the flag out because I want to make this. I think the last video I did up here, 3-putt this green, so let's not do that then. Right, I'm not going to make that mistake. I'm leaving the camera running just in case I didn't press play again. Made a putt and then be like, oh, bullshit, you've hit an eagle. Blow me. You hit an eagle and we didn't see it. Yeah, whatever. Come on. Eagle putt. We've had 2 of them so far. Well, this is the second one. Didn't make the first one. A few inches short. Clean your balls. Right, this is a right. We've had to revert to the low camera because that will not stand up now. It's blowing that strong. So I'll put it down on the deck. Eagle putt. What we got? What we got? I think this is pretty straight. If I'm honest. I'm gonna play it straight, and so we've got maybe a touch right to left. Touch. More than a touch right to left. Don't look at my bum. Tap in, bird. Another bird. We're on a birdie train. Let's stay on it right to the end. Next hole. So it's 336 yards. That is over. It's the second bunker. Hit that bit lower than I wanted, but that's something that I'm going to work on. My old coach, Luke Reynolds. Luckily, he's really close though. He only lives in Mauritius. Yeah, runs the international golf clinics. So if you ever want to go for a tour pro level coaching for a whole week, and it is intense. It's all day, 5 days straight, tournaments, prizes to win. We'll coach with 4 tour pros over in Mauritius on an idyllic golf course, on Le Golf. French drill, so a lot of French names. Yes, I've known him for a very long time. Good mates. He abandoned me when he moved to Mauritius. Son of a bitch! But he can coach me from afar. I prefer to coach over there. Do go over there, as you've probably seen some bits anyway. Be over there, and we go over there in September, October. We're going October this year because that gives them a month to do all their like sort of what our equivalent of our spring maintenance is. Let that recover because it's all Bermuda, so they blitz the living daylights out of it, and then play the Mauritian Masters over there, which I am the reigning champion. Took off Tom Vavrika, Tommy Karate Kid, Tommy Vavrika the third, Tommy V. He is also a member at Remedy here. But yeah, Luke, I think we're going to do a little bit of work together. Get me swinging on a better path, better weight distribution, getting into that lead leg and firing out the left side. Getting some power in me. I need to drive the ball further if I want to be contending Remedy Oak Club champs. Well, not contending, well, yeah, I could contend, I suppose, over 2 days, but it's unlikely. But like I said, top 20, be amazing. But yeah, I'll leave a link in the description for Luke's international golf clinics. Honestly, it's worth every penny. 4 tour pros, you're not going to get a better opportunity than that, and in paradise. So fill your boots. So yeah, must have landed on the slight downslope at the back of that bunker, and it just kicked on a little bit further. It's only about an extra 5 yards further than I was expecting, but oh, danced round the hole a little bit, went straight up to the hole and then razzed back. Oh, you little bugger! I thought that was in for a second there. Let's zoom in there. So yeah, look, went straight up to the hole. It's got on a bit of a bank up there. Yeah, all up there's a bit of a bank. That is what the mats do. Plenty of spin off them. Don't know why. Can anyone explain to me why they spin more? Because I have not got a clue, but they do. They spin a lot more of them. Got through it. That was a really crisp, nice strike. But yeah, that razzed. These are quite receptive greens at Remedy anyway, especially in winter if they're a bit softer. Obviously, your first bounce digs in, but that got a nice hop forward because I like to play my wedges really low. And they played that really low. I think it, yeah, the pitch mark is 8 feet short, skipped up to the flag and then zipped back. So now it's that spin control really. Because if that just did my normal one hop stop, I'd have had about a 2-3 footer. Sign of a crispy strike. Pure. Let's get this flag out. We've got a left to right. Uphill. Birdie chance. Shame it's not a bit closer, but it is still a chance. Let's roll this rock. Didn't break as much as I thought. Thought it was going to snap loads at the end, but it only moved about a foot. Tap in pars though, we'll take it. Should have got my wedge a bit closer. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. That's what it is. Three under still. Didn't make a bird there. I was hoping to. It's right in my go zone. But here we are, 17th, par 5, so it's only 430 yards from here. So a good drive. Should be able to get right down there to give me a long iron in. That is smashed. Nice! That is right down there. Not my smoothest. Yep, strike was great. Sent it with the face. I hit a 5 iron. Okay, towing. It was going straight at it. Probably would have landed slightly short, but it's so downwind. It's got a chance, I reckon. Yeah, it did go short. The audio might be a bit windy at the minute. I've just whacked the battery on charge, phone on charge, the battery, just to get me through this hole, and then it'll be fine for the last hole back on the mic. Didn't realise that my battery pack wasn't plugged in earlier. Lovely. Yeah, I'll be putting that. It's obviously landed somewhere around the front here. Tickled out to here, but we'll take that. Birdie fest. I like this red malarkey. You make loads of birdies. It's brilliant. Or have loads of birdie chances anyway. Another day might not. But yeah, bit of fun round off the reds. One more hole and then let's go and get a hot chockey. Right, we are back on the mics. Thank God. So back purple, purple, white, yellow, and just in front the reds where I am today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've enjoyed playing. But yeah, good bit of fun. Play off the reds, mix it up a bit, especially in winter. Maybe in summer it's a bit, well actually to be fair, I'm going to do this in summer anyway, because right in the summer I'm going to do next year, if you guys obviously would like to see that, is one round of purples, one round of whites, one round of yellows, and then one round of reds in perfect conditions, and see what I can score, and then just see where I'm struggling. Purples is going to be a test. It's long, 7,150 yards. That's long for me, since I don't hit the ball very far. Hopefully I will by some of those. But yes, 18th hole, one of the best finishing holes out there. Lovely shot over the lake into the clubhouse. You'll see it in a second. We're on the last hole. What are we on? What score are we on? 4 under. Woohoo! Won't be playing that off any other tees, I doubt. It's only 264 yards, but the green is over there through those trees, so I can't even get it up quick enough over these trees to get to the green, so I'm just punching an iron down there, try and get this like 160, 170, and just hit a short iron into the green. But yeah, let's try and finish strong. Let's try and finish on a birdie. It's a great hole to finish on. That looks absolutely perfect. I've learnt since playing here that I always tend to go at the bunker, but actually it needs to be a bit further right because you want to short iron into this green and get accurate. Can we finish on a birdie? Bags birdies, come on. Perfect spot. All of this fairway's got to be done. It's a really small fairway though, just a small landing zone, so they're going to do that in spring. Stunning hole. There's the flag. Right, I'm going to go and put the camera behind the flag, see if we can get a good view here. Let's hit a good one. Right, 1, 2, 3, down. Oh. You should be able to hear me from back here. Probably should have put the camera down, because if that blows over now, I'll be gutted. 101 yards into wind. Got a control spin. Can't be hitting this hard. Razzing it off the green. Hit a nice little gap wedge. Punch it low. Flag hunting, hopefully. Oh. Bit short. Good spin control though, just stopped it. Good uphill putt for a bird. Right, I'll be back down in a sec. Is the camera still rolling? Yes it is, look at that. Spin control was perfect. Stopped it on a dime. So right to left putt, slightly uphill. Has this been rolled? Looks like it might have. Let's see if we can convert on the last and then go and get that hot chocolate and sit in front of the fire. Perfect line. No, it hasn't been rolled. What a silly sausage. Really poor putt that. Thought it had been rolled, so I thought it'd be lightning. Tap in par. Not what we wanted, but we move. So what was that? That was 4 under. Quality round of golf. I think it's 67. That's obviously because one of the par 4s was a par 3, which I made a 2 on. So, and I might not have even made the birdie on that one because that is a hard hole. So, who knows? But off the fronts, I could have got a driver so far down there, I'd have probably been in the sort of distance of leaving that sort of 130 in anyway. So, probably did play about the same as what I would have. So, hope you enjoy, guys. I'll try and get as many videos out as I can. Weather's pretty awful, but we get as many as we can here. And if you haven't seen all my shorts, we're trying to get Stephen Hendry here. I'm calling him out every single day until he agrees for a round of golf at Remedy Oak. We play a similar handicap. I think he's off 3, maybe 2. We'll have a scratch match, 18 holes, stroke play. Have him up here, be my treat. So if any of you know him, want to call him out on social media, whatever, I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoy and see you on the next one.